I recently was part of a conversation in which a person indicated that an oppressed group of peoples need to stop complaining. Stop complaining. I'm going to go back on some advice that I've given previously, as it really doesn't fit this situation. The thing is that it wasn't just that these people were complaining. Some people had spoken out against a business that had been using a derogatory term for an oppressed people as its name. The defense that I heard, and the defense that I often hear, is that these people have it way better than they used to. But I'd be hard-pressed to say that we're all equal now. And moving forward as though oppression doesn't exist isn't going to make oppression go away. It is built into the fabric of our society. If you think that racism, homophobia, sexism, or any other form of oppression is not a problem, I'd encourage you to do some research. And by this I don't mean finding a person of an oppressed group and asking them to educate you. Do some Googling, or better yet, read a book. A good way to start is by researching whiteness. Check out Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria by Beverly Daniel Tatum. Another good way to frame your research is by looking into privilege. A classic one is The Invisible Backpack, and I'll link it in the description. The thing is, if you think oppressed groups need to stop complaining, you're probably unaware of your privilege. And complaining, or talking to others about oppression, sexism, racism, homophobia, transphobia, anything, is not the problem. The problem is that those things exist in the first place. And the problem is that we think they're normal. I've heard many a person of my parents' generation excuse someone's use of racial slurs by saying that, oh, they grew up in a different time, so that's okay. Sure, they grew up in a different time, but that doesn't mean that it's okay. When you call attention to oppression in the world, people will start to reconsider their actions. Start with your inner circle. Just because everyone you know thinks that something's okay doesn't mean it's okay. And it takes courage to speak out, as often those who do are branded killjoys. Things aren't going to change if we're complacent to live in a society where bigotry is the norm. Educate yourself on privilege, challenge oppression when you see it, and really listen to people when they speak. After all of our experiences are different. A lot of the oppression that people experience is actually built right into the framework of our society. America is a country with centuries of treating people unfairly. Someone's oppression is not his or her fault. Nobody chooses to be oppressed. So educate yourself and educate your circle. Until next year.